Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather, bringing you your morning forecast update. It is just shy of 6 a.m. Eastern Time here, short of 5 a.m. Central Time, and the freezing rain event is underway over to our west. The good news is we don't have any precipitation in here yet. Bad news is we are below freezing over much of the area. Let me show you that. There is the crashing temperatures here in southern Illinois, and you can see the freezing rain there in pink starting to break out across the area. And that, you notice, this little blob is actually moving in this general direction, so that will eventually come over southwest Indiana. And if I switch to another radar view, you can see that we are below freezing here in parts of the area. We're right at freezing at the Huntingburg Airport. It's 33 in Evansville. It's 30 up near Vincennes, 31 in Washington, 28 in B-Town. So 37 over in Louisville. So as I said yesterday, this corner of Indiana will be a little bit warmer than the rest, and so that's why no advisory out here. But freezing rain advisories now in the pink here, and they've actually changed this. National Weather Service Indy had a winter weather advisory out. They've changed this to be like everybody else and put a freezing rain advisory out. Still the ice storm warning out towards St. Louis, and that's where things could get a little bit more rough. But we are watching for this particular system here, this little batch of rain, to move in this this general direction, and so that may put southwest Indiana under a risk for a little bit. Now, of course, it's all going to vary based on temperature. So once temperatures rise above freezing, there's going to be no threat for this. So here's what the modeling, the high-res data suggests: freezing in Evansville here for the 6 a.m. hour, 5 Eastern, and then you can see right here in the blue there's that 32 line, and watch how this raises as you head a little bit forward in time. By the time you are at 9 a.m. and then here's 10 a.m. already above freezing there in Evansville, 11 a.m. Above freezing over much of the chunk of the area, and then of course by around 11, 12, we're above freezing everywhere. So anyway, this is going to be a short-lived event. We can take a look at it here on the high-res future radar here. And this takes us to about where we are right now. So this would be high-res is modeling for what we should be at 6 a.m. And there's that little small little shower complex down there, and then watch that kind of head in our general way over the next hour or so here. So places like Evansville, Princeton, you could be seeing a little bit of light freezing rain or some sleet in the purple there with this mixing with the rain. There is a possibility, but very quickly you see a little bit of that spreads out over the area. But by the time we go to about 10 o'clock or so, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, you see that the freezing rain is confined out to our west, and we are all rain here over Indiana, and that's pretty much where we stay today. So high-res data takes this as a very short-lived, extremely minor event for us. Now, if you're traveling up to the north here, here's the 3-kilometer NAM, the highest res NAM that we have, and you see there it brings that little wave in with a little light freezing rain threat for us, and just for a few counties here in southern Indiana. It's not a major threat, and again, it's all rain and warmed up once we head throughout the day. But then later tonight, overnight and into tomorrow, more rain starts to move in. But then notice up to our north, especially on Saturday, that's where some freezing rain could set up around Indianapolis or so and northward. So if you have travel plans north tomorrow, there could be some impacts there as well. But overall, really just looks like mostly a rain event. I would definitely watch out for this little complex as this moves our way. Southwest Indiana could get under that gun. That's why you're under the freezing rain advisory. But it looks very, very short-lived. And I think for most of you, especially the closer you are toward Louisville, you're not going to get a thing freezing out of this. It's just going to be plain rain for you. Kentucky, probably very few issues with you down here in Kentucky, if any at all as well. So that's the good news. It looks like a rather short-lived event, and we will certainly take it. That's it for this little short update, folks. Highs today not going to go very far as well, only to the mid to upper 30s for your highs today, and about the same for tomorrow. It's just going to be a very cold weekend, but we will warm up after that. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great Friday, folks.